Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Elizabeth Doroba. One person has died following a fatal crash in Schuylkill County on Saturday. According to Pennsylvania State Police, the crash took place on Mile Hill Road, just north of Lofty Road, in Klein Township, around 12:30 a.m. Officials say the accident occurred when the driver of the Nissan Sentra traveled onto the right shoulder of the road and struck a Freightliner that was parked there. Crews from Hazel Township, McAdoo, and Tresco all assisted at the scene to extract the victims from the vehicle. According to the Schuylkill County Coroner's Office, the driver of the Nissan Sentra passed away at the scene from his injuries. The front seat passenger of the Nissan Sentra also suffered severe injuries in the crash and was life-flighted to Lehigh Valley Hospital Cedar Crest for treatment. Governor Tim Walz will be traveling to Scranton on Friday, October 25th. During his visit, Walz will be hosting a campaign rally from 4 o'clock p.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. The location of the event will only be announced to confirmed guests. To sign up to attend, you can visit the Pennsylvania Democratic Party website at mobilize.us. Former President Donald Trump has also announced an upcoming rally in Pennsylvania. On Saturday, October 26th, former President Trump will be hosting a rally at the Bryce Jordan Center in State College. Doors will open for the event at 12 o'clock p.m., with remarks beginning at 4 o'clock p.m. To register to attend, you can visit the former president's website at donaldjtrump.com. Coming up on WYLN News, the Hazleton City Authority calls for reduced water use. Plus, Kingston Police search for a missing teen. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
WYLN News is brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network Express Care, now open on the Airport Beltway in Hazel Township. Walk-in care 365 days a year for common illness and minor injuries.
My name is Jordan. Tomorrow is gonna be sunny.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts, just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
Contact Pete Kasalika for a home and auto quote today.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Cheers Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in at 610 North Broad Street in West Hazleton, 570-454-7229. Cheers is proud to be celebrating 70 years in business. FNL Doors, your trusted overhead door supplier for over 50 years, providing quality products and services to Eastern PA and beyond with 2 strategic locations. They carry garage doors from leading manufacturers in the industry like Rainer. They guarantee parts and service for your home or business, from new construction to replacement doors, inspections, and service calls. FNL Doors stands behind every job, taking pride in the work they do. Call 800-344-DOOR or visit FNL Doors online at fldoors.com or visit their showrooms in Hazel Township or Schuylkill Haven.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Watch PTN on WYLN.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35.
Welcome back to WYLN News. The Hazleton City Authority is asking customers to reduce their water use. According to a public notice, the Water Department has implemented Stage 1 of their drought contingency plan due to the current storage capacity levels at the Hazleton City Authority. Under the plan, the department has issued a request for voluntary restrictions on non-essential water use and for a 25% water reduction from all customers. Examples of non-essential water use include watering the grass, using water to wash paved surfaces, washing vehicles, using water to fill or top off swimming pools, and using fire hydrants for purposes other than firefighting. For additional information, you can call the Hazleton City Authority at 570-454-2401. Police in Kingston are asking the public for help in locating a missing teen. According to police, 15-year-old Natalina Sharp was last heard from on Sunday, October 20th. She's described by police as standing 5 feet tall and weighing 200 pounds. Sharp has brown eyes and black hair with blue highlights and bangs. Anyone with information regarding her whereabouts is asked to call Kingston Police at 570-288-3674, extension 405. The Wilkes-Barre City Police Department is investigating a series of reported retail thefts. According to officials, the thefts have taken place at the Home Depot located at 41 Spring Street in Wilkes-Barre. The suspect shown on screen is wanted in connection with the thefts. Anyone with information regarding the suspect's identity is asked to contact Wilkes-Barre City Police at 570-208-6727. Coming up on Frackville's News Choice, Chris Fulmer leads us down the path through history with Jim Thorpe, Part 3. Plus, we learn about CT scans and calcium scoring studies on this week's Wellness Wednesday. And stay right here on WYLN. We'll be right back.
Fall is here, and there's no better time to visit Broyens Farm, 493 Berwick-Hazleton Highway in Nescopec. As the leaves turn, so does their harvest, bringing you the best seasonal produce. From crisp apples to vibrant pumpkins, everything you need for your fall table and decor. Whether you're prepping for cozy dinners or festive decorations, come support your local farm and experience the freshest autumn bounty at Broyens Farm. Follow them on Facebook or at their website at BroyensFarmMarket.com for updates on their seasonal offerings. Fresh from the Farm is brought to you by Lehigh Valley Health Network Express Care. Now open on the Airport Beltway in Hazel Township. Walk-in care, 365 days a year.
Penn State Hazleton is improving the lives of others, starting in our community.
Providing degrees that meet the needs of the area.
Fueling entrepreneurship and contributing more than $36 million annually to the state's economy.
Researching the health of our local ecosystem on the Susquehanna River.
Together, our impact keeps growing, backed by the strength of 24 campuses and 700,000 alumni.
Hey, it's Justin from Grand Central, and our trained sleep professionals are here to help you sleep like never before. With an extensive line of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we are sure to find you the right mattress at the right price. Free delivery and removal, interest-free financing for up to 60 months, and same or next day delivery on select models.
And don't forget, everyday low prices. Stop in to one of our 2 locations, Route 93 in Nescopec,
or downtown Hazleton,
and see why Northeast and Central Pennsylvania sleeps better with Grand Central.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
It's high school football time on WYLN TV 35. You can always count on WYLN TV for all the action, not just the highlights. Check out the Game of the Week and join Marty Burns, Joe DeMelfi, and the entire WYLN sports team as they bring live high school football to you. Watch over the air in Hazleton at 35.1, Berwick at 47.1, or Williamsport at 9.1, or Service Electric Cable, Channel 7 or 507, or online anytime at WYLNTV.com.
In addition to the Lehigh Valley Railroad, Mauch Chunk was also served by the Central Railroad of New Jersey, which had leased control of the Lehigh and Susquehanna Railroad through town in 1871. The CNJ built, in 1888, a beautiful Queen Anne-style train station for passenger service. The station, now in the National Register of Historic Places, is still in use today, offering rides on the Lehigh Gorge Scenic Railway and as a visitor center to the Pocono Mountains. For guests traveling to Mauch Chunk who want to get closer to nature, the Glenanoco Tavern opened in 1886 in the woods near Glenanoco Falls. Sources differ for whose idea the establishment was, with some attributing to the Lehigh Valley Railroad and others to a trio of Philadelphia investors. Whoever does deserve the credit, the tavern was renamed soon after to the Hotel Juanita. The name supposedly came from a member of the tribe of the fabled Princess Anoco, whom legend has it dove into her namesake falls in grief over the death of her lover. Both the Lehigh Valley Railroad and Central Railroad of New Jersey would ferry guests via trains that left every 15 minutes to the hotel, which was owned by brewery magnate Pius Schweibens, and which featured a dance pavilion, a baseball diamond, and an 84-foot bar. Then First Lady Frances Cleveland was among those who stayed there, as did John Philip Sousa. The Juanita was also for a time a popular spot for church and company picnics. The hotel, however, had some problems, including small capacity and difficulty for guests to get there in the winter. Thus, in its later decades, the Juanita drew less and less as tourists looked for more convenient places to vacation at, and its primary financial backer, Edward Sewers, resorted to forging railroad bonds in his mother's name to try and keep it open. The end for the Juanita came on April 27, 1911, when embers from a nearby forest fire landed on the hotel's roof and ignited it. The hotel was quickly consumed by the inferno, and once the flames were put out, it was declared a total loss. It was subsequently decided not to rebuild the Juanita afterwards. The remains of the Hotel Juanita were torn down in 1917, and its site is now thick woods today. The first Carbon County Courthouse at the former company store of Lehigh Coal Navigation, which the company had donated to the county after its founding. It served its role from 1843 until it burned down in the terrible fire of 1849. A second courthouse was built to replace it in 1850, designed in Greek Revival style, with the first cases there held in the fall that year. By the 1890s, it had started to become overcrowded and was dismantled. The third and current Carbon County Courthouse, designed by Herman Reep in Romanesque style and modeled in part after Big Ben, finished construction on the site of its predecessor on April 27, 1893. It opened for business in May 1894 and remains in operation today, a crown jewel of the community. Trolley service in Mauch Chunk began in 1892 with the formation of the Carbon Transit Company. It initially ran across the Lehigh River between Mauch Chunk and East Mauch Chunk. Fatefully, as it was extended towards Lehighton, the line was built up to the top of nearby Flagstaff Mountain, so named for the large American flag hung from a tree on the peak by patriotic locals during the Civil War. In 1901, the company took advantage of the tremendous views that could be seen from the roof of the world and building an amusement park on the summit. In 1913, a ballroom was opened in Flagstaff as well, It will play host to such performing legends as Frank Sinatra, Benny Goodman, and Glenn Miller and the Dorsey Brothers over the years. Its popularity declined in the 1960s, and in 1987 it was proposed as a site for a walled city by a group of Hare Krishnas, but the proposal was defeated. Today, the ballroom operates as Gallows Pub, open to receptions.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Tune in and see all the unique places to stay and things to do in the Pocono Mountains. Watch PTN on WYLN.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years. SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialist, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the WYLN News Midday Update, posted daily between noon and 2 p.m., powered by Lehigh Valley Health Network. When it's serious, there's only one health network with seriously innovative health institutes. Lehigh Valley Health Network, your health deserves a partner.
Hi, welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I'm Lisa Marie, and today we are at Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton, and I'm here with my colleague Steve Hannes, who is a CT tech, and we are here to talk a little bit about what a CT is, and specifically a certain type of study that we do most recently here at the hospital. So welcome, Steve.
Thanks.
So, Steve, a lot of people may know, but a lot of people don't. What is CT? What does it stand for, and what does it detect?
Yeah, CT stands for computed tomography. It's a technology that's been around since the 1960s. It was invented by Sir Godfrey Hounsfield when he was working for EMI. It was actually the Beatles record company, and they had a lot of extra money from all their record sales that they were able to invest in research and development of CT scan, and that's how it was invented. We can scan virtually any body part from head to toe, anything in between. We look for all kinds of things, basically anything you can imagine in the medical setting.
Wow. So I've had one taken, at one point in my life. It's virtually easy. It wasn't invasive in any way. So we're here specifically to talk about one particular study, the calcium scoring study. What is it, and who qualifies for it, if you will?
Yeah, it's a great screening tool to determine someone's risk factors for having a heart attack. it breaks it down into low, medium, and high risk, depending on the amount of calcium found in your coronary arteries, the arteries in your heart.
So this is something newer here at the hospital?
We just started offering it in September of this year, actually.
Oh, okay. So would this be a cardiologist or just a primary physician that would refer someone?
It could be either. It could be your family physician or your cardiologist.
And is it usually someone who is maybe at a high risk or have a family member who may have had issues, something hereditary?
Yeah, it's primarily for people with high family histories of heart disease.
Okay.
Or also smokers. And also just people that don't know what their current risk is.
And would like to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, well, once again, it's pretty cool looking, if you will, but what do they expect? Like, how do they prepare for this when they come in and they're scheduled?
Yeah, it's a really quick, easy scan. There's not too much to do to prepare. We do ask that you don't drink coffee prior to the test because we want your heart rate to be on the lower side of things.
Makes sense.
And also we ask that you don't smoke prior to the test for the same reason. It would also save you a little bit of time in changing into a gown if you want to come without any zippers or metal buttons on your shirt. That way we can just scan you with the clothes you come in. But if you do have a zipper or something like that, we'll change you into a gown and still be able to do the test.
So how long would a typical test take?
So the scan itself, you're looking at a minute.
Oh, okay.
But, you know, to get you on the table, to get you nice and comfortable, we'll get a nice cushion under your legs, a warm blanket on you if you're cold. This room can get cold at times, as you can tell. So we try to get you really comfortable and positioned correctly. This is our cardiac monitor here. There are 3 leads that come off of it. We'll attach those 3 leads to your chest, and that helps with the gating to do the imaging. Once we have you set up, like I said, the scan itself is like a minute.
Nice.
And then we just disconnect you and you're on your way.
And so the results, I mean, they go to your doctor, obviously. Does that take a long time, or is it pretty, you know, like people are always waiting, what are my results, right?
Yeah. So if you have the portal, they'll show up there pretty quickly, 24 to 48 hours, sometimes even less. And your doctor also does, of course, get a copy of those results.
Yeah, and I would highly suggest that someone waits for their doctor to explain instead of, sometimes we look at things in the portal and sometimes we could perceive it differently, or maybe it's perfectly fine and we get worried. So definitely talk to your doctor about that. Is there anything else that you want people to know about this?
Just really quick and easy, nothing to be concerned about. If you have any interest in knowing your cardiac score, you should get one.
Okay, sounds great. Well, thank you so much, Steve, for your expertise. We love having you as a colleague here, and thank you for watching Wellness Wednesday.